Rocky, who's a trash eater? I just got a call back from the vet today. She said something, I can't remember the exact medical term, but I think the gist of it is basically this guy's got to go in to have a surgery to have it removed, whatever is going on involving like anesthesia and stuff like that. They're going to try and remove the whole thing and they'll send it in to see if it's something to worry about or see if it's benign. But it's only like $750, which I know like it seems in some cases like $750 is a real amount of money for most people, including me at this point in my life. But it's absolutely worth it. I didn't hesitate at all. I'm definitely going to get it done because he's the best, aren't you, Rocky? He's a good boy, and he deserves health care just like anybody. So we're going to take care of him. Right, Rocky?
No.
But they're going to put you out because I got a cut at your butt, kind of, and it's going to hurt. I'm not too worried about him licking it after the fact because I don't even think he can reach his butt like some dogs can, but Rocky's really thick. He's got, in a good way, Rocky. In a good way. Thick is good. Don't take it personally. It's the truth. I don't know. I didn't think he'd get upset about it, but apparently he did. Are we good? You a good boy? He loves me. I'm lucky. Thanks, Rocky. The other piece at work that's been taking up my time lately is working with Azure API management. And that's a lot of fun. It's a great product. I looked at a couple in that space and I'm liking it so far. Tons of customization in the development portal, really easy to use. For the most part, I'm trying to lead that effort and not be the actual doer. So I'm mentoring someone as they move forward, trying to check in multiple times a day in these kind of co-working sessions where they're not lobbing questions over the fence to me and I'm resolving them. I'll get on the phone and I'll work them through the process of resolving it and make sure they understand the different acronyms and technologies involved and are starting to get a whole sense of the picture. But in general, it's fun working that way and kind of helping other people. Last night I did have Josh over. We played a game of Star Wars deck building game, which was a lot of fun. And then we did a test run of recording a podcast here. For the squeaky. He's got his bone. He's making some noise. But yeah, we did a test run of the podcast where we just had our cameras set up and our mics. We had our laptops set up and we were facing each other. I think there's some technical stuff we need to work through. Like the setting is okay for it, but I think we could dial it in a little bit more. We've both got nice cameras, but we had kind of different settings. My aperture was much more wide open, so my video is brighter. And I've started looking into like how I do the crop in Adobe Premiere Pro, where it's like half the screen is him, half is me. How do I line up the sound? How do I correct the color? So I'm learning a little bit of skills there. I like to learn, so that's fun. But at the same time, I want to figure out how we can make that smooth without having to do a bunch of editing and producing of the video after the fact. It should get to a point where it's pretty easy to cut things together and then just splice it up into the time segments that make sense and release a podcast. Overall, tons of fun though. I'm looking forward to doing that on a regular basis, and then you'll be able to see me talking about different stuff with someone else. Hopefully they like that too. So that's what I've been up to the last few days. Thanks for coming back and checking this out again. If this is your first one, I've got a few previous video logs. I think I'm getting a little bit better at them. Not as monotone from my perspective. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy them. If you do enjoy them, please like and subscribe and share them with your friends. I'm going to keep making them and I'll keep better and I will keep getting better at them. Hopefully. Thanks. It's 6:30 in the morning, Thursday, January 23rd. Wanted to talk a little bit about waking up because it's a very hot topic. Everyone wants to tell you when you should get out of bed. There's a book called the 5 a.m. Club. Other people tell you should wake up at 4. Other people tell you should wake up at 4:30. There's people that tell you exactly what you should do when you wake up and the order you should do it. And some of that is great general advice, like hydrating right away in the morning, getting some water or something like that. That's good. The rest of it, it's up to you. It depends on what you're doing.
For me, 2 years ago, I was really focused on becoming a better runner, and that's what I wanted to do. It took a large block of time to run 4 miles, so that's what I did. First thing, I woke up, I got dressed, I hit the streets, I ran. Personally, I found after a year and a half of that, it got kind of boring. It got kind of stale. I felt like I was in a rut. I got to a place where I had built up a lot of capacity there. I was a runner. I was happy with my times and how I felt running. And I didn't want to devote my whole morning to that anymore, right? Because you run for an hour and then you got to cool down for 20 minutes and then you take a shower. That's pretty much your whole morning gone running. So I've switched. Now instead of waking up at like 4:30, I wake up at 5:30. The stuff that I'm doing in my life now, sometimes I stay up a little bit later, and that's okay. I want to make sure I'm getting all my sleep. So now I wake up and I try to do something a little bit more creative in the morning. I'm trying to work on these videos and do writing and work on photography and stuff like that. So I wake up a little bit later, make sure I'm well rested, and I try and hit the computer early on. So I think the core message for you here is waking up early and doing the stuff that you want to do before the day has its turn to make its demands of your time. Absolutely a great thing, but don't worry about the perfect morning routine. Think about what you're working on in your life, and if you had uninterrupted time when you were at your best, what would you do? And do that.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and meet me in the comments. Thanks again. Be well. See you soon.